Hello sir, welcome
Hi,
to Tech
how are you?
Magnifier. I'm good, thank you. So last time during November we discussed about in detail 6592 true octa-core processor.
Yep.
And so how has been the journey of 6592 so far in terms of market acceptance?
It's been very exciting. So as you mentioned, we launched the octa-core product towards the end of last year. I think as we moved into December, January, we started to see the first customer launches, and those have obviously continued. And obviously this week here in India, we see many more launches of products from customers. I think so that's been very exciting, and I think there's clearly demonstrated need for higher performance devices, higher performance smartphones that deliver not just more computing power because of the octa-core, but a better multimedia experience, a higher end display, better camera, more graphics features. So that's been very exciting. What we've also recognized, I think, is that demand is very significant in the market, and we saw that there was a big jump from our quad-core platforms to our premium octa-core platforms, and we wanted to fill in the gap. So we also launched hexacore products.
That's what I think. Okay, so how has these apps market matured after introduction of 6592 for octa-core devices?
I think it's a continuous process. I think when we launched the octa-core, we also launched a partnership with GameLoft, who was doing targeted optimizations of games. And I think mobile gaming is certainly a very popular set of applications. And those are applications that can really take advantage of the kind of computing power that we deliver. So not just the enhanced graphics performance that we offer, but also the additional computing power. And I think all of those applications have already been written for taking advantage of that with some optimizations they can really be targeted for our platform. So those have certainly continued to evolve.
So how many Indian companies till date has adopted 6592 octa-core?
I think there's already multiple 3 or 4 companies that have already launched products, and I think you'll see more. Okay,
we'll see more. So what are your roadmaps for a market like India?
I think this year for India, it's, as we were talking about at the event today, I think this year in India, it's still very much about a 3G roadmap and a 3G transition. I think we see now the operators, the networks, the data plans all coming together, like Aircel is announcing here today. So I think we'll see large penetration of 3G devices, smartphones, tablets.
So what about 4G LTE based platforms? Elaborate your preparation about this.
So 4G is certainly coming. It's a global trend. LTE is certainly coming, and it's coming in all markets, but at different timelines and different paces depending on the different needs of the markets. We've been making a lot of announcements recently about LTE. So we announced our LTE products in January. In February, around the Mobile World Congress, we announced a series of platforms for LTE. So premium flagship products, high-end products, mainstream products. So these are all products that are more integrated solutions for LTE. These will start to show up in devices towards the middle second half of this year. So I think you'll start to see a bunch of launches of LTE devices based on MediaTek later this year.
So we have heard last month that MediaTek new octa-core processor to compete with Qualcomm. So Qualcomm over the premium LTE smartphone market. So what do you have to say about this?
Well, there's always competition in the market.
Competition, definitely.
And we continue to focus on our core mission, and our core mission is really to enhance and enrich everyone's lives, right?
Definitely.
We talked this week a lot about the emergence of the so-called super mid, and we're talking about the everyday genius, where we want to make our consumers achieve everything that they can achieve.
Definitely.
So we stay focused on that mission. We stay focused on trying to deliver the right products for all segments, because there are different segments of the market. So yes, we have platforms that are now very high-end platforms, very premium platforms, LTE platforms with octa-core, very high-end multimedia that really are flagship products for the industry. We also have very optimized, very integrated products for the more entry 2G, 3G smartphone space. So we stay focused on our products, and we stay focused on our products.
And there is one new chip. Tell me something about the new NT6595 chip, which meant to be featured in premium devices,
yes,
I guess.
So that's exactly the product I was talking about. So the 6595 is our flagship LTE product. We announced it at just before Mobile World Congress in February. It's octa-core, but it's a big little configuration. Speeds up to about 2.5 gigahertz. Has LTE integrated. Also has a very premium, world-class multimedia experience. We support the new Ultra HD, 4K, 2K.
There's one little architecture and heterogeneous multiprocessing. What does it mean to you?
So heterogeneous, that means we've got a big little configuration. So we've got 4 big cores and 4 little cores. So basically the octa-core configuration is now 2 different types of CPU cores. You can use the big cores when you have demanding tasks, web browsing, gaming, things like that. You can use the little cores when you want to operate less demanding tasks in a more power efficient fashion. So it brings another level of scalability to the multi-core processing environment.
And recently, MediaTek is in partnership with Carbon to launch new titanium smartphones powered by true octa-core and a hexa-core processor of MediaTek only. So what do you have to say about this?
So we made this announcement with Carbon yesterday. Again, it's a very close collaboration with Carbon. They launched 3
devices, 3 titanium devices.
1 hexa-core, 1 octa-core, or 2 octa-cores, excuse me. So again, I think very exciting. It's great to see more and more of these higher end devices coming to the market. I think it's a testament to the fact that there is demand in the market, that consumers are looking for these kind of more capable devices. Again, offering a high-end experience at a reasonable price point for the market. So it's a very exciting time.
So last but not the least, any message for MediaTek users in Indian market specifically?
No, I think it's been a very exciting journey. I've been coming to India now for about 2 years on this journey. I've seen the industry progress. This trip I can certainly see that we're now at a tipping point in the market in India, and that I think we'll see an explosion of growth of smartphone devices. Thank you.
For latest news and reviews of gadgets and games, visit www.techmagnifier.com.